Yeah, so Kaliana and I were on a world tour, and one of our countries was France, and we're in Paris at a beautiful healing center, and it was a memorable space to work in because half of the ceiling was glass, and it also had a crystal altar of large crystals embedded in the middle of the room. And I'm very connected, as is Kaliana, with the Divine University, and this is about 80 people around the world, and there are various pillars, crystal pillars, and Paris is one of them. And this is where we were working. And anyway, I had been shown that over Paris there was a celestial city of light, and its signature color was predominantly a tangerine, a radiant tangerine. I saw this beautiful city, but underneath the city was a grayness, you see. I'll explain a little more. And anyway, so we were running a Sacred Union workshop, and this man arrived, and we started to talk about various things, including the crystal cities. And he said, "Thank God I've met you. I thought I was going crazy because I started to see these cities of light, you know, and particularly over Paris." And he described them. I said, yes, that's how they look. He said, "But I thought I was going crazy. Nobody understood this." And I said to him, "Oh, and what would you say was the predominant color of this particular city?" Well, he said it was like a really bright orange. And I said, "Oh, do you mean like would you say tangerine?" He said, "Yes, absolutely, definitely." So he was so happy to have that his experience validated, and for the two of us to be in tune as well. But what we've found is that when we do our deep forgiveness ceremonies, there is rejoicing in the galactic centers when one human being truly deeply forgives another. There's great rejoicing in the universe. And so when we do this in group, what we found was the ability of a celestial city of light to ground more or become more visible was accentuated. And so on those various world travels over those, which came to a grinding halt last year, of course, but before that, that was about 2 months a year, we'd travel to various countries. And the one that was so potent was in Poland. Now, if you imagine Poland, it's been invaded, it's never invaded anybody, but it doesn't have the karma of those invading countries around it, Germany, France, Britain, Russia, all the rest of it. And so there's a purity in the people and in the land. And we always work by donation in Poland. And so we got large groups and we're very busy. And I remember very much after a beautiful retreat center called the Temple of Rainbow Lights in Poland. It was about a 5-hour drive from Warsaw, or Warsaw as it's sometimes known. And once again, deep, deep, deep forgiveness in Poland. And this exquisite celestial city of light started to come down. Yeah, started to descend. And my other experience is what I describe as citadels of light. And what they look like are elongated pyramids, very, very tall, elongated pyramids. And wherever they are, they have a very particular signature, a frequency and a color. Like, for example, there's one over Lake Geneva. And I'm sure you know more information about Geneva and what's underneath it and CERN. Yeah, you know all that. Yeah. So that was anchored there. And I could describe a few others. Over Sydney, for a while, I saw 4 citadels of light anchored over Sydney Harbour. And then sometime 2 or 3 years later is when, with the assistance of the guardian angel of Sydney, a celestial city of light anchored over Sydney Harbour. And its primary connecting point is Lavender Bay.
Okay, I'm not sure what that is, but wow. Gosh.
Yep. Now
so
that's
many questions, things to say.
that's significant for Sydney-siders because Brett Whiteley, well-known Australian artist, since passed over.
Yep.
His wife Wendy, she owns a house right on Lavender Bay, and
Okay.
a couple of times a year she has it as an open house, with obviously lots of Brett's paintings, but Lavender Bay. And so they're just a few, and there's one. The one over Uluru is huge and magnificent, and it's able to come closer, if you like, because, you know, it's not a human city. It's much more pure and
different, higher frequency. What color is that one? Did that have a color? The Uluru?
Let me just have a look. It's extremely high frequency, pale violet, but it's essentially rainbow, but in the most delicate way. Like, I'll describe it as pearlescent light lavender with these flecks of high frequency rainbows.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
We've got pictures of crystal that look exactly like that, like what you've just described.
Okay.
That we found out that are in the middle of Australia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's a little bit, but
yeah. Let's save that for later, because seriously,
yeah,
you'll never shut me up.
Yeah, no. Look, I'd love Kalyana. She could come on, and then we can jog both of our.
We'll get into that later. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So what we'll do then is have a chat about your work and what you do, because you run a retreat as well there, don't you? And do like courses where you are. I haven't had time to go through all your websites, so
no, it's fine. It's really fine. You tell me when you want to hit record.
Yep. Oh, we're recording now, so I'll cut that bit out. So yeah, I'll just do an intro, and then basically tell us what you do, what you're up to, and then if I'm not sure if your course has started. Has it started yet, or is that?
Yep, yesterday.
Well, yesterday was it? So I don't know if you can plug that or whatever you want, but if you want to give that a plug at the end, then we'll feel free.
Look, I'll describe it and then I'll expand, and then you just ask me questions, Campbell.
Exactly. I just freeform stuff and we see how we go. So I'll do a quick intro and all right, we'll jump into it. All right.